Microgreens aren't just pretty garnish. What people really are sleeping on is the health and the superfood aspect. It's reliable, it's consistent, and that's why I think the quality is unmatched. You'd really have to be stupid to put everything on the line with no backup plan, but yeah, here we are. We started off looking at ways that we could make our eating habits healthier and more sustainable. Broccoli sprouts are the closest thing we have to anything that's a natural anti-cancer remedy. My mother had cancer when I was a kid. She survived, luckily, thank God. It's just the most powerful negative feeling I've ever had. Without that thought and experience, we would never have started growing the initial broccoli sprouts that then led into the company. So it was literally a test. I wanted to see how far I could take it before I'd need to call it quits. And that time hasn't come yet, so I'm still here. So when we first started, we had this small garden shed about 1 by 1, but we really went overboard with it. We bought the best lights that we could find, the best soil we could find, the best seeds, the best insulating material for a shed that wasn't worth as much as the insulating material. It's just the way we try to do things seriously for a change.
Arnold's convincing argument was, quoting him, why not? He never starts things without research or without knowledge. He always makes the best possible outcome of whatever he does.
We start by preparing our trays, and we measure out our seeds and our CANNA cocoa. Once we've evenly spread out and tamped down the soil, we spread the seeds, tamp it down again, and then water that, and essentially we are done. Having Immature Garden in a Michelin star chef's kitchen is just proof to me that the product meets the highest standards of these exacting chefs that wouldn't tolerate anything else. So we initially tried a few different types of soil. We judged it based on what the end result was, and that's how we arrived at CANNA. It was a lot smoother, and it wasn't as chunky as the rest of the soils, and that provides a bigger yield with healthier plants that germinated more evenly. We didn't know what was going to be the next step, but we thought, a container unit is pretty mobile, but we didn't know if it was a good grow environment. Our main goal was to break this cycle of, unreliability. We have to not be at the mercy of the lighting outside or the weather, the wind, everything. So we decided the best thing we could do is to control everything. So the first customer we got was completely unexpected.
I'm John Green, and I'm the head chef here at Albinswell. As a chef, it's so important to get that consistency and reliability. Arnold's been, a massive part of us in our first 13 months of opening. Because of the feedback we've had, we've now just got an immature salad on the menu, which is literally just greens dressed, because it was the first time the customers were asking about the garnish more than the actual product. You want to work with people who are nerds about their product, and Arnold definitely is about microgreens. So just to know that that product's going to turn up perfect every time you need it, it just makes our life easier.
I don't yet know how this is going to work on a scale, but I do know it's quite easy to add another container and then another container when you need it. Eventually we'll figure out how to scale this and turn it into a full-fledged company with employees. Have that satisfying feeling of having done everything that I could to achieve the best outcome.